Welcome back to Set Streets Needs, guys. I'm Chris Bauer. I'm very excited. I am just north of Denver, Colorado, in front of a private collection of Travis Schafer. He is a longtime collector. You guys know him in the hobby. I'm going to see some very special pieces of his collection, and I hope you guys will come join me. Let's go see it. Knock, knock. I'm coming in. Ooh. Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. I see you guys have put out some beautiful wares for me. Oh, my goodness. Crusty and Chuck. Now, these are, I've heard, from the original San Jose location, right?
Yes, they were from the first store on Winchester Boulevard.
So how in the world did you come by these?
They actually came from separate places.
Yeah.
Crusty is the one I got first. I got him in 2012.
Okay.
And he came from Paul Linden, who used to be the director of entertainment for Showbiz.
Okay, I know I'd heard that name before.
And he's not really clear on where he got it from.
Really? Okay.
He thought he got it from Harold Gobranson, the guy who sculpted and built all these.
Right.
And I asked Harold, and Harold said he didn't remember giving it to him, or I don't know. But Paul Linden's the guy who who Showbiz sent to Sunnyvale to get all the assets of Pete's time.
Oh, when they bought them, was it 84, right?
I think it was, 84, 85.
Okay. Wow.
So he was sent to go basically secure all the assets. So that's probably when he came into possession of Crusty.
That is really awesome. That's amazing. Because this is it. I mean, this is the only one that exists. Yeah. Still, I guess.
There was an earlier version, but Lord knows what happened to that.
Because that would have been the one that would have been in the frame.
Yeah. And that one had really limited movements. Like
Sure.
He had I think his head was independent, could turn, and his arm could raise, and that was it.
Okay.
And then these ones here were actually built after they had built the first portrait guest.
Okay.
So that was as advanced as a portrait bots got, where they had, two arms that moved, their heads were independent, and all that.
Gotcha.
Swivel. So once they upgraded and got to the guests, they went and rebuilt Chucky and Crusty, because those were the first ones that had the most limited movement.
Okay, I gotcha.
But these were still built in, I think, 78.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
God, these things are so they are so much older looking than all the other bots I've ever seen. Like that's they just stand out so much more. It's amazing.
He's up okay, but he's got some you can tell where the latex is kind
of yeah.
deteriorating.
Well, I mean, they had no idea. They're like, these will last 50 years. Like they would have never even thought about it.
Yeah.
They're just like, we just need to get these done and in. They just need to work right now. Oh my God, that's amazing. So he would have probably been holding a cigar at that point.
Yeah. He
Right.
had a cigar that would have come out between his
Oh,
fingers.
sure.
Crusty
Wow.
was that, right?
Yep.
Oh, is that what he was holding? No kidding.
And you could see in the artwork there, he had a baseball cap.
Oh,
He was supposed to.
sure.
And a shirt.
Yeah, this
The
is
shirt makes sense, yeah.
prototype artwork. for
Oh,
it.
that's awesome.
Actually original. That also came from Paul Linden.
That is amazing.
And it's got like the character description where they were kind of plotting him out what he was
Sure.
going to do.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That is really cool. So okay, so you're kind of like I guess I hate to use the term godfather of the collecting, but basically it all started with the website, right? Because really everyone I've talked to with the collection videos, they always reference the website, kind of got them into it. Yeah. So it's like nobody kind of really thought about collecting until showbiz.com basically started. So what got you into collecting and then got you up to the website? And when did all that start?
It was mostly probably eBay. Because when I first started, the only collectibles I had were stuff I had from when I was a kid. I had like a grungy Billy Bob doll. I had some of the records that I had, written on and were trashed. But I really didn't have anything like substantial. So I started hitting up eBay, and once in a blue moon something would come up, and then I'd fight with the other two shows.
Right. Yeah. Probably a lot of the same guys, yeah.
That stuff pretty cheap back in the day, which was good because I was in college and broke.
Sure.
But yeah, like over time, got the website going and started bringing people in, and then they were sharing what they had, and it just kind of like conglomerated from there.
Yeah.
But I've been accumulating stuff since 98, 99.
Wow.
Long time.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I was having this conversation with Damon because I was going over his collection. I'm like, this is an insane amount of stuff. He goes, well, it's nothing compared to what Travis has. I'm like, I've just gotten into collecting the last couple of years. I'm like, you guys would have to be millionaires to collect now.
It's so hard.
And I'm like, he's like, yeah, because we collect all this stuff when it was worthless. Yeah. And like, you couldn't collect that now. I mean, it's insane how much it's worth now.
I've got handwritten notes from when I was buying stuff. And I got the bad frog, the evil one that used to go on the stage. I got it for like $10. A lot of props I would get for under $20.
Just insane.
Tell them about your show. We don't have the show here. It's in storage, but do you want to tell them about it?
Yeah, what kind of show? What is it?
I've got a full Rockfire Explosion.
No kidding. Okay.
Came out of the original crates, and I paid $12,800.
You're kidding. Oh my god.
I had a Mitzi, I had a Billy Bob, I had just gotten the Fats on a roll.
Yeah.
So I was trying to piece this together because of the time they were hard to find.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, like, I think the Rolf and Fats had just parked in my garage. I just barely got them out of the crates, never took them in the house, never did anything with them.
Right.
And then Aaron listed that show.
Wow.
So I scraped together as much as I could.
Which is a ton of money by any stretch of imagination. But now, by today's terms, how much that would go for is insane. Yeah. I think there's that Fats is up there for $15,000 on eBay right now, isn't it? Yeah, it's unbelievable.
When that show came up, I was scared my dad was going to murder me.
Sure.
And I told him, I was like, I'm just letting you know, I've got a high credit card limit.
Right.
I'm going to go for this. I'm going to throw everything I have at it. Because what I'm afraid of is, yeah, it sucks because I'm going to go into debt buying it right now. But what I'm afraid of is one day, when and if I can't afford it, there's not going to be any to buy.
Right.
And thank God.
Yeah, totally. Now it's just a nest egg. That is amazing.
So, before Christmas, Tabby decided she wanted to get a new Rockfire.
Yeah.
And Dad kind of didn't wanna. So, and then he knew that he wanted to get Mitzi for over like 2 years now, and she went all the way to Canada to get all of Scandia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they bought Scandia golfing games, and also and they brought me in before Christmas Eve, and they surprised me with it, and I was happy than ever.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we've been trying to get certain snaps for the mask.
Sure.
We couldn't find them because they're very thick. The mask is very thick, as you can see, because her eye is supposed to pop out.
Right.
And when you open, it just gets really stuck.
Real.
Really hard. Very tight.
Wait a minute. So you guys did this Scandia?
I felt bad about that because I saw your
Okay, because I was because nobody could tell me who got it. I wasn't mad or anything, but I was like, because I had talked to them last fall, and they were like, well, it's not really running, but you can come look at it. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll just do a video coming up my next trip up there. Quit thinking about it like an idiot. I did not check on it until I was gonna come back up there, and of course, found out it was gone. But yeah, I was like, whoever got that got a steal. I mean, my God.
She was telling me because she saw your video and she's like, I wanted to go, but they got rid of the show, and I was like, and I couldn't tell her because I was a Christmas.
Because it was a Christmas. That's hilarious. That's awesome. So when you started the website, what was that? What year was that?
It was 99.
Okay, so it was 99 when you started the website. And then how long did it take before it kind of blew up to where the documentary was started? And
The documentary, we started filming that in, I think they started in late 2006, actually.
Okay, so it was about 5-6 years there where it
Yeah.
kind of started really growing.
And the thing, there was like another competing showbiz website, like me and a guy named
Yeah.
used to go at it like early on.
Gotcha.
But then I added a bulletin board to mine, I think in 2000 maybe. It was pretty early. And that way it was nice because then instead of people emailing me and me talking to everybody individually, they could start connecting.
People could really start talking and trading, doing all that stuff, yeah.
And then Nick ended up getting rid of his, and Mike kind of took over as the main hub of the fandom until social media came
Oh, for sure.
So once that happened, everybody kind of split off.
Totally.
So I lost control of it. But yeah, it's been a long ride.
That's awesome. That's really cool. You, I assume, still have some of your first collectibles, but what is some of your favorite collectibles that you still have?
Favorites.
Besides the show, obviously.
I don't know if there's any I have from when I was a kid, but like there's a lot of dolls.
Yeah.
I think are probably up there. Is what
Right.
I consider some of my top stuff. Records.
The artwork behind you is one of your favorites.
Oh yeah, I love this piece.
Oh.
It's not actually showbiz. It's from Wacky Packages from a couple years back.
Really?
But it's the actual original artwork they used for the trading cards.
No kidding. I don't even think I've seen those.
Yeah, it's done.
Wacky Packages. I'm not even sure I've heard of that.
Yeah, they spoof all kinds of different products.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's like Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Slow biz. That's funny.
Yeah, every time I think I might have a little bit of artistic talent, I look at this thing. It's like, yeah, no.
No, I can't do that. Right. That's awesome. So that's the original artwork for it. That's awesome. It's such a cool place.
The Chuck E. Cheese stuff's a little bit more of my thing.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I obviously Rockafire was my gateway in, but the Chuck E. Cheese stuff I've definitely come to really enjoy. Just going around and really just learning about all of it as I've been visiting all these different restaurants. I was actually just telling Damon about it because he kind of turned me on to these when I was there last year. I never even knew if I thought all Chuck E. Cheese's were 3 stages growing up. Yeah, because I grew up with Showbiz, and then when I worked at that Showbiz that went and turned into a Chuck E. Cheese, I worked there after high school. So again, it was just 3 stage. And then when I moved down to Paducah, Kentucky, they had a 3-stage Chuck E. Cheese. That was where we'd had our kids' birthday parties. So it never occurred to me that there was some different kind of stage. Yeah. And so when he goes, you gotta go visit that rocker stage on my first visit to Smitty's, I was like, okay, what's a rocker stage? And he told me, I was like, okay, I just thought that was like a one of a kind, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, I went down the rabbit hole and realized there's all these different stage types. I had no clue. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been down the Chuck E. Cheese rabbit hole the last year or two myself.
Well, and I thought they were all 3 stages, too, because I had only ever gone to the show.
Right.
And
Me too.
Concept unification, all that. And I remember going in high school, and they had the 20th anniversary show, and they were saying, we've been entertaining for 20 years. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, spitting, like, you guys are liars. Like,
You're
liars. I thought they were just things they made up.
Right.
Different Rockefeller characters.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then it
That's
was way
funny.
later before I realized that, oh, no, they go way back.
I knew they were different because we had not in my town, but we had a Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater down by Detroit. And I remember I'd gone to that because I had gone to the cheese crawl and I had played in that. So I knew that there were 2 different ones. I just didn't have a clue that they had different stage types. And I remember that when I guess I knew they had merged, but I didn't really understand the merge.
It's complicated.
It was complicated
like,
because of them.
Yeah,
because of them running them, together for so many years. It was hard to understand it until I kind of got into the fandom side of it. So, and even now, I'm still wrapping my mind around it. But I'm definitely a lot better off than I was about a year ago, for sure. That is awesome. These Studio C's have been fun to go visit. It hasn't been so great to watch them not work, but they were great when they were working. I got to at least do about 6 months of visits with them actually working.
And this one's the 32 movie.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I can tell by the eyebrows.
Yeah, when I was
They're always a giveaway on the eyebrows.
when I was a kid, the location I went to had a 16 movie beta, and if you've ever seen them, they don't really move very well.
They don't.
I thought it was a statue when I would see
Totally.
it. But if you've seen one of these that fully works,
I definitely
it's insane
have.
how lifelike they can
It really is. It is double the movements, obviously, but it really is interesting to watch how much different it is from a 16 to a 32.
Yeah.
They really are cool.
Especially in like the old videos, like the old
Yeah.
Premiere and stuff.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I guess all the programming is done now, but even before, it was a little like lax. They didn't do a whole lot.
That's awesome. So we got BillyCon. So you guys got to go to this one. I really hope I can make one of these.
Oh yeah, I think they're doing one next year.
Yeah, they already announced the date, so I'm hoping I can get to that one. That would be my... I've missed 3 of them, so eventually I would really like to go to these.
That's my pin collection.
That's
and I got
awesome.
a signature from a fellow YouTuber. I think he's 9.
That's like,
He gave that to us.
that's great. That's so cool. I tell you what, pins, I've really never paid attention to pins until I just started kind of paying attention to the McDonald's collecting.
Yes.
Man, pins are
So many
crazy.
It's insane.
There's so many
It
McDonald's
is
on
unbelievable.
everything.
Oh my God, I know.
It's nothing compared
That is
Chuck E. Cheese is nothing
unbelievable.
compared to that.
Yeah, the McDonald's collecting is a whole other thing. I love buttons though. The buttons are cool. Those are pretty dope. What is this?
So this is the actual artwork they used to make the record backs.
Okay.
The record sleeves. And I think it's twice the size, because on the back it has a notation.
Because it would have been a 45, right?
Right.
Okay.
And it's really neat. This one, just because it's so intricate, all the different pieces are individually cut out and glued on. You
So
can't-
they drew them, then they cut them out, and then they just arranged them
Yeah.
before they did the actual imprint or whatever they do.
And there's 2 pieces missing from this one. The little
Okay.
the stem of, or the guitar,
Oh, okay.
that's supposed to be a piece there from where it's run over. And then Duke is supposed to have a Santa hat that kind of trails off this way. And it's neat though, because you can actually see they had his real hat drawn on there. On the record back,
cool.
it's uncovered. Or it's
And then
covered
they
up.
probably just did this as a tentative logo to put over the actual creative engineering logo.
Yeah, so they could see what
That's
that was
so
gonna do.
cool. That's awesome. David Billy Bob Irvin.
Yeah, we thought that might have been Dave Thomas, but then Juju found the sketches for this.
No kidding.
Billy Bob had in the
Wow.
sketchbook, so now we know
That's
for sure that was
awesome.
him.
Dude, that's really cool. And Spitter.
We've got like our
Ooh.
Phase 3 style shelves.
I like your Officer Mac too.
That thing was so weathered and destroyed, I had to repaint the whole thing.
That looks good. You redid it. That looks really good.
Yeah.
Reminds me of one of those, is it what, Veggie Pepperoni on Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
She does those, okay, who's that? She does awesome, like, redos, and, oh, man. Her stuff is really interesting to watch. Ooh, that's awesome. And a trophy. I've seen those. Those are cool. And that skee ball sign is amazing.
Yeah, that came out of the Tully store. The big
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so those are
Ooh, you guys got good stuff over there. Let's see. Boy, you guys got a ton.
Yeah, starting at the left, we got the Chuck E. Cheese shelf.
Yeah.
We're using the character shelves, like we got Munch.
That's so awesome. All the way to Pasquale. Another Chuck on the bottom. Got the Helen shelf. Ooh, look at the Pizza Time Theater shelf. I like those. That's an old Munch doll on top. That's awesome.
Yeah, those are the only ones we know that have the tag still attached.
Wow. I've seen pictures of that Chuck. I've never seen the Munch, though. Look at those Billy Bobs. Look at those watches. That's so cool. Oh, yeah, the trophies from the shelf decor, right?
That's actually an award for a TV commercial.
Oh, really?
They're called Tellies, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it for, though?
It was a certain ad campaign. I can't remember. It said on there what it is.
But it was actually for, I assume, showbiz then.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And it's one of those things where you kind of like pay to be in the competition, and then they
Gotcha.
award- It's kind of a frivolous.
Yeah.
award. Yeah.
Those advertising awards, a lot of them are that way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's an actual trophy. From
No kidding. That's awesome.
2 of them got listed on eBay. Apparently. they-
Really? Wow.
I snagged one of them.
That is awesome. Look at all that stuff.
So some of the stuff, like those milk glasses in the back. the
Oh,
ones on the
yeah.
top row have Duke with his little dingo outfit, and like Rolf, more looking like Wolfman.
Look at
Those are
that.
early, and I think those came out of the Antioch store.
No kidding.
Yeah, because they're very Wolfpack.
That's so cool. Man, you got the little faces down there on the
Yeah,
stands.
and those are original ones. Those aren't the remake ones.
Okay.
Because like Duke has the eye sockets. That
Yeah.
in.
Wow. That's really cool. I like those watches.
Yeah, that's the one that the Slow Biz was mocking.
Yeah, totally. That's really awesome. Wow. That is awesome. Yeah, I've got the shirt. I still don't have the album. I don't know why. I still haven't gotten any of the albums. I need to get them. I still see them every now and again on eBay.
Yeah, some are not too expensive. The yellow ones are fairly cheap if you can find it, but the red ones are a pain in the ass.
Really?
They just really short printed them or what the deal is. But they're hard to find, and when you do find them, they're expensive.
I remember when I was doing the CEI tour, I mean, Aaron had a whole table downstairs just covered in those albums. I assume he's running them on eBay still, I would assume.
Probably. I got
I don't
a set
know.
of the red ones, and they actually came from Aaron.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Travis knows a lot about the tokens. He has
I love this because I have not gotten a lot of info on these tokens.
And yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
The problem with these is I'm missing a lot of them. Like the early ones, what I'm trying to do is get them slabbed. Like a
Yeah.
coin. They make slabs that you can put them in yourself.
Totally.
But a lot of these ones here, the nickel brass, the early Peach Time ones are really, really hard to find. I had to get these.
So
from somebody
the
who-
Gap ones you said are just, you don't have them anymore, you just haven't gotten them yet.
I have them in slabs.
Oh, okay, they just don't fit into the pages here.
Right.
I
yeah,
got you.
and so I was like working on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then for the 40th anniversary,
awesome.
I sent one of every year to corporate. They had them on display.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Sent them to Mad Daniel.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they were actually out.
Now, were you able to get a lot of these back before it was harder to get these?
No, actually, a lot of these I got from a huge token collector out of Amarillo.
Oh, nice.
So I was
Okay.
talking to him one-on-one and getting them privately. That's
Oh,
why
that's
a lot of
awesome.
These nickel brass ones are in here because
And they're in good shape,
you
too.
just don't see them come up.
Yeah, some of them just never come up on eBay. I'm sure
Yeah.
some of those have never even appeared on eBay.
And some of these are even bizarre too. Like this one here is a zinc brass.
Oh,
So it's
nice.
a little darker, and there's copper ones. These early ones were promo plated for franchises.
Oh, okay. I wonder if they were just cheaper metal, and maybe that's why, or they were a
Sure.
different actual firm that pressed those.
It's hard to say. Yeah,
That's interesting.
the history is kind of murky on
Because they might have used like a local press wherever that franchise was.
Yeah, and I have a lot of
Interesting.
these ones, early ones that are zinc
Yeah.
plated.
That is crazy.
Now these were all complete at one point, so any
Sure.
holes you see
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
that are pulled out to send to me.
Wow. Because God knows they didn't keep all their stuff. They've had a real problem keeping all their history. Man, these are cool.
Zinc. And then I'm missing the brass one because it's out, but
The
nickel
showbiz.
brass, pink, copper, zinc. I like the zinc ones because they're kind
Yeah,
of
they're
bluish.
cool.
Yeah. And then these ones here are particularly hard to find, and I don't know why, but these early ones with the juvenile mouse in nickel brass are really hard to find.
Is that the first time they changed the logo in like 15 years?
Yeah, in
Because they
95.
basically had this logo from the beginning up till then.
And they kept making ones with the adult mouse for
Okay.
franchises. These went all the way to 2000,
No kidding.
2006 maybe.
Wow. Okay.
There's error ones that have no date on them.
Oh, sure.
Copper, black, chromate. I don't know what happened to this one.
That's interesting. Almost looks like a pin.
Yeah, it's like mashed in on the sides. Back of it's fine. And then this is a complete collection of the city tokens with a lot of them in nickel brass.
Oh, that actually have the actual city on them.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So I wasn't sure how many of them did the city besides San Jose and a couple of the other California locations.
I think a lot of them were franchises. A lot of the early ones might have been corporate locations just because they didn't have that many. of them,
Okay.
or they hadn't started franchising yet.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
And I do have the Santa Ana token in the case.
Now, what was significant about the Santa Ana token? I've heard that come up. I know Jacob mentioned Santa Ana.
Yeah, the Santa Ana one is probably about a $500 to $700 token.
Wow,
There's
no
only
kidding.
5, I think, known to exist.
Why is that? Was it just they were just...
I guess the mint sent them samples, and they misspelled Santa Ana.
Oh, okay.
So right away they flagged them and sent them back, and they destroyed them. But the Santa Ana store never actually was made,
Oh, no kidding.
so it never existed.
Wow. So
Sometime-
really it was just the samples that exist.
Yeah, sometime between the samples.
So it's kind of like the Rockefeller and Boba Fett figure. They
Yes.
made the samples and then figured the kids would get the rocket lodged in their throat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
One of these is a Michigan token.
That's awesome.
Maplewood, Minnesota. This one here is an 83.
Yeah.
And it has the 80 or 77 through 82 face on it.
Oh, okay.
But because
it
they
sure does. Look at that.
changed,
Huh.
the back of it has the new 83 back. It's the only one
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Look at that big one. Portland, Oregon.
that's the super token.
The super token.
This is the Air version, the aluminum one. I've got 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be gold colored.
No kidding. Were they the only store that did those?
I think so.
Really?
It wasn't just Portland, it was up in the north.
What games did that go in?
It's actually a promo.
Oh, okay. So something they would just give out.
Yeah, so it's good.
I
promo.
gotcha.
Every time you bring it in, you get a, what is
That's
it? a code?
awesome. Oh, okay. Every time you buy a pizza and a pitcher of Coke for the next year, you get 5 free tokens. That's pretty sweet.
And there's been a couple big tokens. There's been 2 plastic ones. I've got a plastic
Yeah.
Rockstar had one that they would sell at the prize counter.
Yeah.
There was a plastic Avenger one.
Okay.
There was actually a red little plastic token that was part of the game. So
That's
there's been a
pretty
couple like
sweet.
weird ones like that.
Wow.
So these ones here are the Pizza Showbiz
Oh,
ones.
man, yeah.
These were, I'm guessing these were going to be used in a Pizza Time Theater. This was
Okay.
Brock's franchise group. When he
Oh,
was
okay, yeah.
still aligned with
That's right.
Pizza Time. So those exist.
Wow, those got to be really early.
Yeah, and I've got a really nice one of them. These are the ones I sent to corporate and got back. I never
That's
made it
awesome.
back in the album.
So what did they do with them? Did like a catalog or
I think they
something?
just had them on display. Like,
Oh, okay. Like at the office or something.
right, yeah, they have like a display
Oh.
case as you go in the office.
That's pretty cool.
So it's just different Showbiz ones. They're not much different between them. The metal types, sizes.
Yeah.
They all look basically the same if you're not looking too close.
That's pretty cool.
These ones are fun. That one came from Dubai.
Oh, wow.
Then you got the anodized ones, the pink,
Yeah.
blue, dark blue. That's a different light blue, olive gray, black.
Mexico. Air ones.
Yeah, they
That's
totally missed the
cool.
planchette on that one. I
Oopsie.
don't know what happened to this one either, but
That's interesting. It's almost like a bottle cap.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Ran it over with a truck.
Yeah, really.
Some of the offshoots, Billy Bob's Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Bob's Pizza Theater, Gilbert Zaps, TJ Hartford's, 2 different types of that one. Rock Fair Pizza in India.
That's pretty cool.
Jump in here real quick.
I was at an antique store, I guess a month or 2 ago, and there was a huge box of tokens. I sat there for an hour going through just tokens. I only found like 2 Discovery Zone. I didn't find any Chuck E. Cheese or
They
Showbiz.
probably took them out and sold them.
Oh, I'm certain. Yeah. See, that's the thing with antique stores. It's so frustrating because you know that's probably what's happening. So I go in looking for these certain things, knowing I'm never going to see anything because they don't even make it to the floor.
Yeah,
Such a bummer.
my mom manages an antique shop.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah,
I don't
they-
blame them. It
they,
just
like,
sucks.
Yeah, I know. It's hard
You
to
know,
find.
you want to go find that stuff in the wild, but you can't.
Garage sales are where it's at.
Oh, I know, man. But God, you can go to 1,000 and never find a thing.
So these are promo ones. These are not
Okay.
on the album yet.
So I assume these were like Colors Light Stage and.
Yeah, I think that these were handed out the first year they made these, 2013. Like
Okay.
a franchise convention. The backs are just.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And they never actually made them beyond that. They
Oh, that's
just
pretty cool.
were like something they
But it's
gave
cool
out
that they're full color.
to corporate people.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
But these are the slabs I want to eventually get.
Yeah,
into.
those are really cool because then you can put some history labels on top of them too.
Yeah, exactly.
From the pink one.
Say Pink.
Pizza Theater. That I just.
Oh, that's cool. Now, where was the Billy Bob's Pizza Theater?
That one was in Australia.
Oh, that's really awesome.
It's got like a unique artwork of Billy Bob. on
It sure does. He's almost like a mean bear, but he's smiling.
There's
That's
the
pretty
original.
sweet. Nice. Ooh, that's good shape. That's nice. Pizza Showbiz. That's pretty cool. And these would have just been like a giveaway promos on your next visit for 5 free tokens. I got you.
Yeah, this one.
82.
That's the same thing, different copyright, bigger head.
Yeah. Wow.
This one was Harold Goldbranson's stores that he owns. He's the guy who sculpted the portrait ones, built those.
Oh, okay.
He stayed with the company, went on to own a few stores. Victorville was the one in his hometown that was built specifically for him. The other ones he picked up, I think, during the bankruptcy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, at one point he had 4 stores, and this was specially made for his, I guess, 4 franchises.
Really? That's pretty cool. This is definitely the most, you definitely have the biggest token collection I've seen.
This is like a bad Walmart cake.
Rockafire.
So, this was the Rockafire arcade bar in Kansas City.
Oh, the one that closed in like 2019, 2018?
Yeah, I think it was open a year.
Okay, so they actually made tokens for it. No
They
kidding.
did. It went to free play. By the time I went, it was free play, but they still had some
Okay.
tokens. So they're a little smaller than a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
token. Front has Rockafire, just like on the bar. The back has the word centered
Okay.
because Titus told them, I want Rockafire, but centered on the back. So instead of centering the word Rockafire on the back, they literally wrote centered on the back.
And then how many did they make?
I got a handful.
So he
I
got this ton.
a ton of tokens that were just garbage. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, Bite of 87.
That's pretty cool.
I'm ashamed for even knowing about that.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be a big hit this fall. I have a feeling.
Oh, here's some.
Biggins.
There's the super tokens. Yeah, they're supposed to be like colored like that. So the one in the book's an error.
Oh, if I had gotten those when I was a kid, I would have thought I had pirate treasure.
They're almost like Mardi Gras doubloons.
Yeah, really. Like, look at my gold coins. Those are cool.
Graduated from.
Ooh. I've been upstairs at Chuck E. Cheese's University. Well, I wonder if it would pick up. Actually, it'd be great if I had a light right there. But I see, are these like the promos for like the posters and
Some of them
8x10s? Because I see that Harmony.
And like the high quality
show
scans
you
that are
this one,
online,
too.
is this where they came from?
Yes.
So like the Wolfman's app, this is
Yeah.
where this photo of him came
Oh, yeah. Look at there. I see that's a piggy from Paris. That's very nice.
Yeah, there's a
So there'd be like different promo pictures, the 8x10s or whatever they might even sell.
Yeah, these came from the now appearing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the now appearing because that blue curtain in the back. Wait a minute. So how in the world did you get? So these are like are these copies of the original? Or are these the negatives?
These are actually the negatives. Like, if you look
Wow.
at the bottom of it, there's a light there.
Look at that.
If you see the bottom of it, there's like
Yeah.
junk,
Yeah,
just like that would have been cropped out of the.
that's
the poster.
crazy. They were just taking the image and made the poster out of it.
Yeah, so this is all. These came from Poland. When I got Crusty,
No
he sent a bunch of,
kidding.
stuff that came out of Pizza Times corporate headquarters.
That's nuts.
Seemed like that one has a star of the piano bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the poster. Wow.
This one here even has hand drawn stuff on it.
Oh, that's absolutely the poster. That green lit curtain.
19 inches written across it.
That's crazy. Wow. That's awesome.
These little ones.
Yeah.
That image of Chucky, the first.
Okay.
Chucky, the colored
Oh, yeah, the portrait's Chucky.
that came from this slide. Basically, I was holding it up and taking a picture of it with my digital camera.
Oh,
'Cause I don't have a
okay.
proper scanner for slide,
Sure. Wow. And then there's the picture with Nolan. Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, those all came out of Pizza Times corporate headquarters back in the day.
These are awesome. Total promo photos. Oh, there's the cheese crawl. Wow. Man, that's awesome. Look at these slides, too. These are like fancy. Hard plastic. They almost remind me of floppy disks from back in the day. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of the images were used in
Oh, man. Look at that. You even got the shavers. The barber shops. I'm so glad they saved one of those.
Yeah, I was surprised when that surfaced.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. Oh, here's some of that artwork that looks like what's on the third floor at Tully. I mean, it's a little bit more colorful, but definitely looks like the same artist, which is that, it's not like the assembly line, but yeah, they're kind of next to an assembly line. But it's like a lot like what's upstairs.
Right.
That's awesome. Which I assume that was just some stores. Oh, I've seen that whack-a-mole picture. Oh man, that Chucky neon sign with the cane's awesome.
That one is from. That's an international one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Store.
That's pretty cool. I wish that sign still existed.
That's actually. So I have the Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, so these would have been in the first few Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time. This would have been the first portrait stages, right?
Yeah, and this one actually has an Atari 1977.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
So this is Winchester Jasper.
Yeah.
And these photos were actually from corporate. These came
Okay.
from London. The Chucky one's hanging behind him. So it's
Okay.
not in the book.
I gotcha.
Portrait Pasquale.
And he would have come out behind the doors, so these would have been these doors that popped
Yeah,
open.
so his hands were attached. To
Okay. Wow.
They'd fling open when he came.
Yeah.
It's first
There he
person.
is. Atari 77. That's amazing.
This one I think is a reprint because it's a little blown up from some versions that I've seen.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Old Helen's.
That one's Atari 77 as well.
Mm-hmm. This would have been Pizza Time because it's 78
Yeah.
when her first show tape came out.
Yeah, so this is the one that would have been with Crusty.
Gotcha. Wow. Foxy Colleen. Now, does any of her still exist?
We have a tape where she's referred to as Foxy Flanagan.
Oh,
I
okay.
mentioned Foxy Colleen in the show tape, but it's from 1980.
I gotcha.
Irish dude. We don't have the original 78 tape.
I gotcha.
And there's another one called Showboat that she might be in. We don't have that.
Okay. There she is, Old Dolly. Now, isn't that the one that Mike has?
He has a newer version.
Oh, okay.
This is
Okay.
the original latex and fiberglass.
Oh, that's right. Hers, she's clothing on his. Okay, that's right.
So, Warblets and a portrait frame. So these are later than the ones in the from Winchester because they
Yeah.
were three-dimensional, like coming down.
Gotcha. Yeah.
This is when they kind of started scaling them back.
Yeah, because I just saw some ones that look like that at Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati.
There's the Moxie Sisters.
Those I never have seen or even heard of.
As far as I know, those were only at Cooser.
Oh, okay.
So they were at the second store, and I imagine that was as far as they ever went. But then when they redesigned the Warblets from the three-dimensional
Yeah.
ones, they just started making them like this.
I gotcha.
Part of the same mechanism.
Sure.
And we don't know much about
That's
this.
interesting.
She's very ugly.
Was
It's
she
an
just
early
like an
one.
early, I guess an early,
attempt? Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, that's
'Cause
interesting.
It's cloth.
Hmm.
Which is
Yeah.
weird looking.
She is weird looking.
Sally Sachet. This one's got the black hair. Most of them have white.
Gotcha. Oh, Thally.
These are the first generation Beagles.
Oh, wow. They look drastically different. That's
And
interesting.
These were made by Harold Gilbranson, same guy who did the portrait pots,
Okay.
and he also did the little shavers.
Oh,
So
okay.
You see
Oh,
similarities.
for sure.
with
Especially in
the
this
heads.
face. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all probably
Yeah.
retrofits of the same type.
That's interesting.
That's the Crusty artwork. that's
Man,
on the
these
wall.
are so cool. I love that artwork stuff.
The Warblets artwork.
I don't know. Well, it's going to be in my Damon video, but he's got the original artwork of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's an actual, it's still black and white.
Oh nice.
And yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it showed like they were supposed to have a mechanism, and it was I think originally supposed to drop down from the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
They,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they never
I'm
did
going to
that.
guess that's probably why I got scrapped.
Yeah, underside of pizza pan painted to match ceiling. So,
Big drains, big drains.
there's the
There's the Beagles.
redone Beagles, the ones that
Yeah,
everybody
those are
knows.
cool. There's that carpet.
Yeah,
Love that carpet.
promo sheet from Cooser.
Yeah.
So still first generation ones, but a little different from the ones they had at Winchester. Except Talon, I think they just recycled the guest.
Yeah.
I think that's the exact same one. Dolly, that's more like the one.
That
he
is more
has.
like, yep, they do look a lot different.
And updated Madam Wink. Promo shot of Chucky.
Yep.
A lot of these have like autographs as your pal Chucky.
Oh, sure. They probably gave them out in the stores.
promo slip for the Beagles. Black and white.
There's the Shavas.
King.
Harmony.
Promo shot of the balcony stage.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Munch's Magic Madhouse at the bottom.
That's cool. That would have been the crawl underneath, right?
Sometimes. I don't know if all of them have the crawl. This one might have just had the Madhouse. Kind of like Damon's has that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because the crawl was specific to the cheese, and then the madhouse was like the play area under the stage.
And some
I
of these
gotcha.
did have a cheese crawl underneath them, but they
Yeah.
have like a yellow with the holes.
Right.
And that's the split one at the Electronics College.
Oh, okay.
This just recently resurfaced. a couple
No
years
kidding.
ago. Yeah,
Where's
they
it
found
at?
it.
Or where was it at?
It's San Jose.
It's
the
a San
Foothills
Jose
College.
College museum. And
Really?
they're restoring it and want to have it.
That's
play again.
awesome.
Yeah, so Pete Stein donated it back in the day, and they also like recorded a custom skit
Hmm,
for it.
that's pretty cool.
Chucky with Topo.
Oh yeah. They still got one of those topos upstairs.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah. Still laying in one of those rooms.
Another one of Chucky and Topo.
Wow.
I think this was in the wardrobe department.
That's pretty cool.
Gave them all Christmas outfits.
Yep. Oh, there's the old rocker stage with the
rocker stage.
with the singing flowers.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Now, was that the one that was in the Tully Road store? Because I know they had one.
I'm not sure where this one was. I'm guessing it was the first one since they had took all the promo.
Because I remember the number 345, but that could have been at multiples. But then someone said it always coincided with the store number.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's interesting.
So it's similar to the one they had in Rockford.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. It was. Yeah. They didn't have the flower bed, but pretty much everything else.
And originally this was called Chucky's House, and then they changed it later to the rocker stage.
Gotcha.
The C stage.
Close up of Helen.
Because they basically got rid of her in the swing and just made her stand up.
Munch and Pasquale from behind.
Munch is a cowboy. So is Pasquale.
Smaller picture of it.
Yeah.
Dr. Quack, one of the only pictures of him that
I don't even know if I know of Dr. Quack.
he, for a long time we thought his name might have been Dr. Ducks, and we were like for years trying to figure out where he came from, what his story was.
Did Howard the Duck ruin him?
I don't know. He did exist in a store. Somebody just
Really?
in the last 6 months finally found an article that mentioned Dr.
No
Quack.
kidding.
Yeah,
Dr.
so
Quack.
that's pretty new.
He doesn't look like a doctor. He looks
Yeah.
like a sailor.
That's an actual photograph, and that one came
That's
from Paul
awesome.
Linden too. These are like, I think, late 80s, mid 80s.
Yeah.
This was at Showbiz, but it's a lot of the Pete's Time equipment.
Yeah, you can definitely see the Pete's Time logo there.
Yeah. Some Country Clunk.
Oh, yeah. Country Clunk.
Uncle Pappy, when he was in the programming.
Yeah, I never saw the Uncle Pappy. I've only seen the Clunk and the Santa Clunk.
Yeah, I think he was probably only in one location. They tested it.
Probably.
Went nowhere.
Yeah.
More
Uncle Pappy. Oh, that's interesting. He's out here kind of out on the floor, huh?
Yeah, and I can't tell. I assume he's got a coin box somewhere.
Wow.
Or he might have just come on randomly.
Yeah, because I always thought they switched him out. Well, back when it was Showbiz, switched him out with Rolf and Earl, but that's
Yeah.
interesting that they would just kind of put him out in the game area.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
A couple more Uncle Pappies.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what this is. Space Station? with a ball
Space
club?
Station.
I guess it's just a fancy ball.
Yeah.
But this here is when they started. You can see they punched the holes in the showroom wall. Finally.
Oh, yeah.
Fire back in there.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Billy Bob Carousel on that
And
one.
then Damon's got that, the
Yeah.
little Billy Bob. He's got that exact one
Merry-go-round.
with the top hat, the Billy Bobs. And then there's the Billy Bob one that's at Billy Bob Wonderland now.
Yeah. These are some of the parody
Oh,
posters and
yeah.
artwork that used to hang at corporate
That's pretty cool.
before they had all
Oh,
the
man, I'd love to have
boards
that
on
one.
and
Oh, that's awesome.
everything.
That's a dated one most people probably don't even remember.
Yeah. Billy Bob promo photo.
Yep.
Beach Bear, Mitzi. And these all came from Paul Linden also. They're all part of the same batch. Well, they were later.
That's awesome.
Couple
Who is
creations.
this guy?
That's the bear from the Confederate Critters. It's like Colonel Bear Patch or something.
They were at,
Oh,
where was it at?
that's old creative
Magic
engineering.
Magic World. in
Where's
Tennessee.
Magic World? Oh, in Tennessee. No kidding.
Pigeon Forge, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
It was a trio, and he's the same type of bear as Friendly Freddy, which was another early creative one.
Okay.
But they sort of, not quite retrofitted, just put a funky outfit on him to
Sure.
go with the theme.
Interesting.
And this is creative
Yeah.
from way back.
Early, yeah.
It's changed so much.
Yeah.
It's not really-
Well, no, it hasn't. Well, it's probably empty now. I'm sure they're either about to or going to level that thing, make it into a parking lot or whatever they're going to do with it.
Apartments,
I mean, it's been nestled in between those tall buildings for so long. They're going to get rid of it.
There's a brick road out front.
Oh yeah.
Aaron at his
There's the
desk.
big desk, the big boy desk.
And Bob Rock and Aaron.
Yep. Everybody's in a suit except Aaron. He's in jeans.
And then Statue of Liberty.
Nice.
They do showbiz.
Nice.
And then Tinker Towers.
Nice.
Apparently
Those are pretty cool.
Harold built these too, and he was saying the concept between those was for stores that had limited floor space.
Oh, okay.
So rather than have something that took up too much square footage, you could just
Which you could argue that's really where everything went after that. I mean, they kind of, went that way after that. That's pretty cool.
get the kids off the ground. And
Yeah. I just did a shot of these. I think it was at the, I forget what store it was. A store in Texas. I was making the comment because a lot of these used to be on the actual doors, and people would push on them, so they're all so faded. But the store I was in had them on the side, like on the wall, so they were in great shape because people didn't touch them. So that's cool that you got them on the bathroom door.
I gotta show you. I got
I dig
one over
it.
there that my friend custom made.
Oh my god, those actually look real.
Yeah, they look so real. These would be to show the different sizes of the pizzas.
So they just had them up on the wall then.
Yeah, they had them. I think,
That's
on
so
like
funny.
pans, like metal pans. But yeah, I got these from a former employee, and I
That's
haven't
so
seen any other
creepy.
ones.
It's like almost like they're just rubber.
It looks like wet, you know.
Wow,
what I
that
mean?
looks real. That's crazy. That's so cool.
Alright, it's tight in here and scary.
It's tight
Definitely.
and
It's
scary.
just got over eBay. And
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, look at that painting.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
College, that was my dorm.
that's awesome. There's a Rolf.
it's haunted 3
Oh my god, this is like basement of creative engineering. That is Rolf. Look here. That's awesome. You guys have cool stuff in your closet.
Tell them what that hat is. There.
What's
Oh,
this
that
hat?
hat's a Hamburglar hat from a costume.
Oh, that's awesome. Just a Hamburglar hat, no big deal.
There's Chucky Pumpkin.
There is the Chucky pumpkin back there. I sees it. That's awesome. Little Earl, little naked body down there
Yeah, I sewed his legs.
with his
back on.
little tennis shoes.
Yes.
Naked as a jaybird. Where did that painting come from? You did that?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that was my basement apartment in college.
You were such a Rockefeller nerd.
I know, even back then.
That's pretty cool, though. I don't know why. It reminds me of Toy Story for some reason. That's pretty cool. I like that.
And it's not on display.
It's just
Fats-
all kinds of
Fats flagging.
just stuff.
green, orange, white,
That's hilarious.
red,
Just
blue.
stuff that would have been in the old Showbiz store.
Yeah, and a lot of these look.
Oh, yeah.
Most of these have stuff in them. That's just got pins and stuff. But when I was like packing it up, I had to fill these pencil boxes and lunch boxes full of whatever.
Right.
So like this would have.
Wow. I remember that. I had a couple of those. I remember those. The little puzzles.
Looney Birds.
Look at
pencils,
that.
Creative.
See, I never
engineering.
went into a Looney Birds. Those came way later.
I never got to go into the Orlando one, but I did get to visit the other two.
I guess that one in Tennessee is still sitting there empty. Someone sent me a picture of the
Yeah.
outside of it.
Yeah, we stopped by that 2001, I think. It was during the pandemic.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, there's still the Rolf Rainbow and all that in there.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Just a whole bunch of different T-shirts.
Chucky.
Billy Bob's. I see some. Is that an apron?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't even know what some of this is. I think this is the Say Cheese It's Funner shirt.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of different Showbiz shirts.
Yeah.
There's that Pete's Time one Damon's always wearing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Vintage Showbiz ringers.
Wow.
Billy Bob's Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just boxes.
That's
of
awesome.
stuff. And the shirts are hard to display. I've kind of had to back off buying them.
I mean, they really would be, because you're either putting them in a big frame up on a wall with lots of wall space, or you're hanging them on some big rack full of shirts, and then you're not really seeing them. Yeah, they're tough.
That's what all these boxes are. I've got them on.
That's amazing.
These just to keep them from.
Sure, you can see in case it gets wet. That's awesome.
So I mean, if I had enough curios, this would look like what's
Yeah.
in the bedroom.
That is cool. You got a few. You got a few collectibles. Just a few. No. Sing. Are you serious? That's awesome. Thank you. Sing along with Billy Bob. What were these from? Oh, 20th anniversary of CEI. Really? Thank you, Travis. This is amazing. I've been building quite a collection from visiting everybody else's collection. People have been like giving me 1 and 2 items, so I'm going to be able to display my own collection soon from everyone else's collection. This is awesome. Well, this has been amazing. You have some very choice pieces that I have definitely not seen anywhere else. I really dig your portrait stages, Crusty and Chuck, and your token collection is pretty epic. I can't even get into all your collectibles. That's you got a ton of stuff.
And also before you leave,
Yeah.
we're gonna get you these.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, look at this. I even get some pins.
And that's the
Yay!
same channel. We got our.
Yes, I definitely subscribe to the channel. I watched a couple of the videos and I'm behind. I need to catch up on the videos. Ooh, I got some more of the Garbage Pail cards. I know I've gotten several of these from some of the other Mafia members, which I love these. I bet I probably have a full set by now, because I know I've got a stack of these. I don't know. I need to look and see who I have. Everybody's. I got a sticker. That's going on the laptop. Yes. Thanks, guys. These rock. I like them. Ooh, pins too. I love pins. Pins are the best. I appreciate you guys showing me your collection. You guys rock. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.